Hi, today I'll be giving a short presentation on the DND campaign editor I created. First things first, we have to launch the application. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to type nodemon server.js. We also need to go in here and do ng build -- launch. This server was created on a Angular application. So in total, I think we have 28 components, all of them ranging from the actual page themselves to different components within that page. Once I get into the website, I'll be able to show you each one directly. All right, now that it's launched, let's go ahead and go. This is the login page, which you will be able to find right here under login and login register page. Over here, you can create any type of character. Say He-Man, he's a great person. ASDF. And we do have validations going, so you won't be able to do that. But let's once registered, you're sent to the login page where you have characters, and you can go to a new campaign. You can create characters. You can log out, of course. There's a monster form where you can create your own monster. Give them stats and attributes ranging from 1, I believe, to up to 100. On the campaigns themselves, if you click within them, you are able to update the campaign and say how many players there are. There's a API that we have integrated that has a list of all the monsters, and these are also the monsters that you created within that form. Over here you see what looks like dice. Just to show the significance of these dice, if I go to a private server and go localhost 8000, and then I'll log in through someone I've already created. These dice are actually a SocketIO that, as long as you're within the same campaign, you and each person will be able to see what the role is. So online you can all do roles together, and you can see ranging from D4 to D20 what the roles were. And it goes both ways, so the dungeon master and the players can both roll, and you'll be able to tell. Continuing on, we have a character sheet, which ranges from select forms to just taking in a little bit from the API itself. And you can go armor class, attributes, anything you want, add in your own weapons as text form. We're going to go to a created character already. As you can tell, you choose his own armor, and even down at the bottom there is a spells API that gives you all the description of every spell in the game. I believe it's 360 so spells, so we were very fortunate to find that. It's just supposed to be a well manager for any campaigns that you create, or kind of a simpler way to play D&D online with friends. Now on to the code itself. Over here, I'll start at the bottom. We have quite a few models ranging from users to campaigns and characters with monsters. All of them have their own schemas, which of course range in their values. We also have controllers for each one. This project was pretty lengthy, so it took quite some time to get down, but it was definitely fun. We wanted to split them up accordingly just so it'd be easier for us to track down. Then we can go ahead and go up, and over here on the HTTP service, you can actually see where the login is, and right over here you can see where we built in that socket, which I'll show you soon. This is where we got our API for the monsters and where we got our API for the spells. They didn't require a key, so that was pretty nice. Now on to the public dies themselves. Here was just a little bit of code that we put in, along with little tests for each one. Now in private dies, we're getting just the pictures from ranging sites just so you can see what they look like. meaning these little photos. We also have a ng-on init going to the single campaign info, which is where our sockets are planted. Now, over here on the SocketIO, let me find it real quick. I can show you the actual code that took it over from each one. So before each, we're making declarations for private ties so that you can't misconstrue another one. And here's all the different roles, ranging from D20s to D4s. It was fairly easy to get the different roles down, but it was hard integrating them and putting them into a socket for all of the players to see. We also have yet to deploy this project, so I've been doing it through a localhost MongoDB server. That way several cohorts of mine can also log in and put their input into the campaign and add characters, and we can all see them. So using a database like that while still being localhost was very fun. It taught me a lot. On GitHub itself, if I go to GitHub, I believe this repository has 250 or so let's see, 249 commits. So it took some time getting used to with all the merge and transfers, but I believe it definitely taught me a lot going forward towards anything that's larger scale, even with test-driven development, which we had to do plenty of. Nonetheless, I hope you like the campaign editor, and hopefully you'll be seeing more soon. I hope to deploy this project pretty soon, and if anyone wants a link to it, you just feel free and ask. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you.